Imagine a machine that can read, learn, and think faster than any human ever could. Now, what if that machine wasn't locked away in a secret lab, but available for everyone to use? That's the promise of DeepSeek LLM, a groundbreaking AI model trained on 2 trillion words, enough to fill millions of books. But what makes it truly special isn't just the scale of its knowledge, it's how it learns, reasons, and even outperforms AI models like GPT 3.5 in key areas like math, coding, and problem solving. Let's see what makes DeepSeek so powerful and why it's shaping the future of open source AI. In simple terms, DeepSeek LLM is a type of computer program, specifically an AI or artificial intelligence, that learns by looking at lots of information. DeepSeek LLM has been taught using millions of math problems. This is like giving it a huge pile of math homework to learn from. DeepSeek has been trained using special math datasets, including GSM-8K, that stands for Grade School Math 8K. Think of it as a big book with 8,000 math word problems you might see in school from grades 1 to 8. Another advanced dataset that has been used for training is the Math, which is another collection, but it focuses on more complex math problems, like algebra or geometry. But why math problems? By solving these math problems, DeepSeek gets better at logical thinking, as it can follow steps to reach a conclusion, much like solving a puzzle, and problem solving to find answers to new questions by using what it knows from past problems. This training helps the AI to understand and solve math in a way that's similar to how humans think, making it useful for educational tools, homework help apps, or even in jobs where quick math solutions are needed. By focusing on these math datasets, DeepSeek becomes smarter at handling numbers and logic, which can be applied in many real-life situations where math is key. This means it can break down a problem, explain each step, and even guide students through different approaches, just like a real tutor. DeepSeek 67B, the more advanced version, is one of the best AI models for reasoning through complex problems. Apart from just answering questions, it's teaching how to think through them. What if you could create a video game just by describing it? Think of DeepSeek as your personal game developer. You tell it your idea, a space adventure with a robot sidekick, and it writes the actual code to make it happen. No programming skills, no problem. DeepSeek has been trained on huge datasets of coding languages and has mastered the logic behind programming. It's been tested on top coding challenges, proving it can write, debug, and improve code just like an expert. This AI isn't just copying from a textbook as it understands programming. It can write Python, JavaScript, or other languages, making it a powerful tool for beginners, developers, and game designers alike. And here's the crazy part. DeepSeek's coding skills outperform even GPT 3.5 in key areas. Whether you're building a simple app or a complex game, this AI can turn your ideas into working software. Unlike simple translation apps that just swap words, DeepSeek actually understands meaning, tone, and cultural context. It has been trained on 2 trillion words, making it fluent in both Chinese and English, and not just in vocabulary, but in the way people naturally speak. So when your grandparents tell a heartfelt story in Chinese, DeepSeek doesn't limit the response to a robotic translation, as it captures the emotions and intent, helping you reply in a way that feels real and personal. DeepSeek is a powerful open-source AI model designed to help people in real-world situations. Unlike some AI models that focus only on generating text, DeepSeek is optimized for reasoning, problem-solving, and learning. It has been tested against top AI models, and in many cases, it performs better, especially in math, coding, and multilingual tasks. Whether you're a student, developer, business owner, or just someone curious about AI, DeepSeek has something valuable to offer. For a deeper understanding, let's start with something you already know. Imagine the biggest library you've ever seen. Now imagine someone who's read every single book in that library. That's kind of what an AI language model is like. It's like having a friend who's incredibly well read and can help you with almost anything. A large language model, or LLM, like DeepSeek is trained on an enormous amount of text data, including billions of words from books, articles, websites, and more. Functionality-wise, this AI doesn't memorize facts, as it learns patterns, relationships, and the structure of human language. This lets it predict words, form sentences, and generate ideas in a way that feels natural. DeepSeek was trained on 2 trillion tokens. That's like reading millions of books worth of text. It can summarize, explain, translate, and even write in different styles. But here's where things get interesting. Your phone's basic assistant is like someone who's just memorized a phrasebook, as it can help with simple things, but that's about it. A regular chatbot is like someone who's read a few books on specific topics. But DeepSeek, it's like someone who's not only read millions of books but actually understood them and can use that knowledge to help you. Most basic virtual assistants, like the ones in your phone, work using preset commands. They recognize keywords and respond with scripted answers. That's why they can set alarms, tell you the weather, or play music, but they can't hold a real conversation. Regular chatbots go one step further. They are trained on specific topics, like customer service or FAQs. They can answer more questions, but they still lack deep understanding. If you ask something outside their knowledge, they get confused. Now, Imagine an AI that doesn't just repeat answers but actually reasons through them. That's what makes DeepSeek different, as it understands meaning, context, and relationships between concepts. So whether you need help with homework, coding, creative writing, or even understanding tough business concepts, DeepSeek isn't just repeating what it's read. It's making connections, understanding context, and giving useful, well-reasoned responses. And that's why it's a game changer. Here is a fun fact. DeepSeek has processed more text than a person could read in 10,000 lifetimes. To put that into perspective, the average person reads about 12 books a year. Even if you read non-stop every day for 80 years, you might finish a few thousand books. But DeepSeek has processed the equivalent of millions of books, covering everything from science and history to coding, philosophy, and business. Structurally speaking, DeepSeek is built in two main versions. First, DeepSeek LLM 7B, a small, fast, and efficient model that is great for answering quick questions, writing short emails, or helping with simple tasks. Second, DeepSeek LLM 67B, that is trained on far more data, has more computing power, and is built for complex reasoning, problem-solving, and deep conversations. Whether it's advanced math, programming, or deep scientific analysis, this version delivers high-end results. But here's the really cool part. DeepSeek is equally good at providing responses in both English and Chinese. Most AI models today are English first and struggle with other languages. But DeepSeek was trained on a bilingual dataset of 2 trillion tokens, making it fluent in both English and Chinese. This means it can translate accurately while keeping the original meaning intact, understand cultural context in both languages, and write naturally in either language instead of just swapping words. Whether you need help with business contracts, customer service, or even casual conversations, DeepSeek can switch between English and Chinese effortlessly. And the best part? DeepSeek is open source, which means anyone can use it for free, modify it to make it better, and train it on new data to create more specialized versions. Unlike closed AI models that keep their technology secret, DeepSeek is built for collaboration. This means researchers, developers, and businesses can all improve it, leading to faster innovation and better AI for everyone. So whether you're looking for a quick bite of information or a complex intellectual discussion, DeepSeek is the AI tool that never stops learning. Let's peek behind the curtain to see how it actually works. When you text your friends, you break down your thoughts into words, right? DeepSeek does something similar, but even smarter. It breaks things down into tiny pieces called tokens. Every sentence we speak or type is made up of words, but computers don't understand words the way we do. Instead, AI models like DeepSeek convert text into tokens, small chunks of language that can be words, parts of words, or even single characters. DeepSeek's tokenization process is powered by byte-level byte pair encoding, or BBPE, which helps it understand different languages efficiently. Unlike other AI models that struggle with breaking down complex sentences, DeepSeek splits text into meaningful chunks instead of random fragments, recognizes patterns between words so it can predict what comes next, and works across languages, making it fluent in both English and Chinese without losing meaning. Think of it like solving a giant puzzle. DeepSeek takes your question, figures out how all the pieces fit together, and creates a response that makes sense. When you ask DeepSeek a question, it doesn't just look for pre-written answers like a search engine. Instead, it breaks down your question into tokens, analyzes its massive dataset to find patterns and related information, and constructs a response piece by piece, just like solving a puzzle. This is why DeepSeek can explain concepts, generate code, and even have deep conversations, as it's not just copying answers, but it's reasoning through them. Let's see how real people are using DeepSeek. Meet Sarah, a college student who uses DeepSeek to understand complex topics explained in simple terms. Sarah is studying physics, but some concepts are too complicated in textbooks. Instead of spending hours Googling different explanations, she asks DeepSeek, which simplifies tough subjects into easy-to-understand explanations. DeepSeek has been trained on millions of educational materials, including subjects like math, science, history, and literature. In addition to giving definitions, it can break down complex ideas into step-by-step explanations, provide examples and real-world applications to make learning easier, and even quiz Sarah to help her understand better. Another example. Here's Miguel, a game developer getting help with coding his first mobile game. Miguel is building a mobile game, but he's stuck on writing game mechanics. Instead of searching through forums, he uses DeepSeek, which understands programming languages and writes code for him. DeepSeek has been trained on coding datasets, and hence it can write new code from scratch, just from a simple description, debug existing code, helping Miguel find and fix errors, and explain programming concepts, making it a 24/7 coding mentor. With DeepSeek, Miguel doesn't just copy code as he learns how to code better. Let's see another example of the Chen family using DeepSeek to bridge language barriers between generations. The grandparents speak in Chinese, and DeepSeek helps translate their words into English for their grandchildren. As the Chen family has relatives in both China and the US, but communication is difficult because of language barriers, DeepSeek helps bridge the gap by accurately translating conversations in real time. Unlike simple word-for-word translation tools, DeepSeek understands context and idioms, making conversations feel natural, adapts to different speaking styles, making it useful for family calls, business meetings, and even travel. As we have seen, from students and developers to families and professionals, DeepSeek is changing the way we learn, work, and connect. And this is just the beginning. Join me next time to learn more details about the DeepSeek model. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video.